All right, the system is telling me I have to go live. It said you have to go live right now, so here I am. I am live because it told me I did. Well, I set up a reminder and it said go live. So if you are watching me right now live, congratulations. You made it too. Welcome to the call. It is Thursday afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern. Is it 3 p.m. Eastern? Yeah, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 Central. What does that make it? Like noon Pacific time? I'm getting all my time zones. You might be even overseas. It might be morning and you're not even watching this. You're probably asleep somewhere else in the world, or it might be evening your time. Regardless, welcome to the call. We are live. We're going to be taking questions, comments, snide remarks, anything related to product research that I can help you with, or activities of product research, or thoughts, processes, and product research patterns. That's what we're doing here today. If you want to take it to the sourcing level and stuff, we'll go to another call another time. This is all about finding products, product ideas, coming up with products from everyday life and doing it in relatively short amount of time, like 20 minutes or less, so I can show you how easy it is to actually get good product ideas and then move them to the next step as you go forward with additional activities, trainings, whatever else, to get your product from concept through penciling it all the way into execution by getting it into the actual system of Amazon or wherever else you're going to sell that product. Whether you're doing drop shipping, retail, wholesale, arbitrage, private label, we kind of talk a little bit about all those things when it gets down to finding products at the end of the day. It's about good products, finding a good audience, somebody to serve. We're not going to research ASMR products. Hey, Natalie. I don't even know what that would, is that like microphones? It would be good microphones for scratching. You guys will have to check out the last live we did last week. Somehow we got off onto a whole little ASMR research topic. But hey, for those of you who are coming on, again, today's product research is about finding products, but if you want to take it to the next step of products and you want to look about and go into product research and finding more profitability in your products or learning other things, we have a free training that's coming up. The link will be dropped in here shortly so you guys can get access to that. The free training goes over a number of days, 5 days relatively, over 4 topics that we go in depth to making sure that you understand how to find good products, what to do when you do find those good products, and what to do in actually placing them in the system so you guys know how to get it going. So if you've never been in my ecosystem and you haven't been one of these free Amazon seller trainings and you're interested in getting going or growing a private label brand, or you're struggling to get sales of any kind in Amazon, then you're going to find this to be a very fun and powerful training at freeamztraining.group. You can grab your seat on the next call. So we are here to talk about all kinds of products. So if you're here and this is the first time you've been hanging out with me, congratulations, or I'm sorry, whichever it ends up being for you. Hopefully it won't be your sorry, and hopefully we have some fun together. So let's get the screen going here and let's figure out which screen it's actually going to crop the fill primary display. Okay, let's get to the right screen and the right thing here, and let's make sure I show up so you can see my ugly mug while we are doing this training, and I'm going to be looking over here, looking around. So don't focus on me, focus on the screen, focus on the concepts. We are after products. So if you got some ideas, if you got some concepts and you guys want to bring it to the table, throw it out there right now. And we're going to go in the next, I don't know, 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, and we're going to break this thing down. Excuse me. Need a drink of water. Choking on my own phlegm. Bring up your ideas. Let's see what you got. If you don't have anything, I'm going to go after it. Ideas, concepts, we can vet anything you've got, or I'll just go in and we'll talk about how we look for products to get ideas and concepts. So let's just get in here. We are doing this. It's sponsored by ASIN360 where you guys can find better products faster, cheaper, and easier with higher ROI by going and grabbing this cool little product right here called ASIN Inspector Pro. We're going to be using that today to help find us data. I'm just going to go in and list some of my product opportunities I think you guys might find interesting, or you could at least get your ideas. We went through some of these products the other day. I literally just love to data mine the front end of Amazon. It shows me products that we're looking through, products that might be interesting to other people, literally products of all kinds and shapes and sizes. And frankly, guys, the fact is you're going to realize there's so many products out here, so many millions of products you can do that we want to get you past the analysis paralysis stage, because that's a really terrible place that a lot of people face. The trouble of buying and then deciding if it's a good product or whether or not it's going to work. And then, whether or not I invest my entire life savings in my firstborn child in order to make the product go, which obviously we don't want you to do. Somebody here, Natalie's saying puppy, play, pin. All right, let's look for a puppy, play, pin. A puppy, play, pin. Say that 3 times fast. Puppy, play, pin, puppy, play, pin. 605 results. That's not a lot of results, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. We are in pet supplies, dog playpens. Yeah, we got a number of categories here within the department of pet supplies. Houses, training pads, crates, and kennels. We got we got dog playpens, which I think is where you were kind of headed with the puppy playpen, right? There's outdoor pens, dog houses. I'm kind of wanting to look down into the dog playpen a little bit because puppy playpen and dog playpen kind of all fall in line with each other. Let's just go here straight into the node and let's just see what people are looking at for dog playpens. Because puppies, dogs, plays, those can all be the same. Hey, Talar, welcome to the call. Good to have you here. We are looking for puppy playpens, the triple P, which what happens if you don't put newspaper under your dog pen. You're going to get a triple P problem. You don't want that to happen. So you might want to consider that with your pin like this right here. That's a big no-no. Like every dog owner knows you don't stick a puppy playpen on your carpet. Come on now. That's going to get nasty really fast. Let's see. Under 25. No, we don't want to go to under 25. We're not going to waste our time with that. We don't want to head to bestsellers because that's where everybody else goes. Top rated is cool, but then again, top rated means you're working potentially against competition or saturation. So let's just drive into the bottom here and see what other opportunities they get. In fact, let's go over here. What we do is we just click on ASIN Inspector, one click, and we're going to go let it do its job here to find us any potential product ideas. And so while it's kind of loading, it goes pretty quick. I just wanted to keep scouring here. I want to look for saturation. I want to look for some competition. I am looking for opportunity. I see some good price points. I do see a lot of similarities in terms of it. Like some of these are cool, some 3Ds. There's some, pictures of dogs and poor kitties are trapped in there. That's not actually dogs. But we're going to come over here and let's go ahead and apply our filters. That's 4 and 10. We've got 10, we got 43. They're ranked 2,800 and 6,700. So these are already pretty low. Don't really care about Amazon Basics. Amazon Basics the other day, basically, in terms of brand affinity and stuff, they're not the best. You can compete with them, no doubt about it. These two over here, that's a large one, and there's a really large one, and there's a large one. So the one thing I didn't see right out of the gate is, here's one for 30,000 in BSR. They're not really making a whole lot of money. Decent profit. Doesn't look like they're doing a whole lot of sales on that one, and not really, people aren't really looking like they like that product. But we found 3 just a second ago right off the main page. So let's just keep looking through here for a second. Top rated, featured off of the page. I'm going to go probably back to, I like to play in the hot new releases just a little bit. I like to see what is potentially on people's radar. So let's click on there and let that do that while I'm kind of visually going down here. Clearly, somebody is sourcing a lot of the same products right here. I don't know why that looks familiar to me. Gosh, can anybody tell me why that looks familiar? I just can't quite put my finger on it. Something looks really familiar about that. Oh, look, there's another one, number 19. Somebody just went full spam on the dog playpen here, right? What is that going to tell us? Well, it's going to tell us that some people are really jacking with things. So what we're looking at is who is new in the trend of playpens, and we got some people coming out of the gate here and out of the gate here. They're just getting to the ranking or just getting started, or maybe they've just gotten going. We can kind of see where they are, new releases. We can see where they're going. Why am I looking for this, guys? Why am I initially going in here versus other places? Because they're not ranking, they're not nearly selling yet. I'm looking for intent, right? So at this point with the current rank, I'm looking to see who's maybe making some sales, who's already moving some volume estimates, who's not, clearly. And I'm trying to get a gauge on, based on what's going in the market, what's selling. And I'm seeing that this potential one, this one here, this particular one, these ones are already making some sales as well as some decent profits. And they are in the new releases. So all that's doing is showing me buyer intent, because basically I'm looking at this saying, it's 71,000 BSR and $106 in profit. There's a lot of potential upside to a product like this. It has a potential upside. It just came in the market. It's obviously a third-party seller. They are not currently winning. Well, they have the only buy box in here right now because they're just getting going. Looks like they're just getting started. 218 in playpens. Don't even have any reviews yet. They're kind of just moving out of the gate, but they got a few sales going already. So they're off and running. Someone's ranking this. Someone's getting it into the market. Somebody just launched this product not too long ago. And guess what? They're a third-party seller. Interesting. Now it has wheels. Check it out. Oh wait, that's totally photoshopped. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but you gotta train your mind to this for a second. But look, that's totally photoshopped. So just the quality of images right there. I mean, people pick up on this. That's the actual product itself. I'm just curious if I click on this and we go over here just really quick. I'm just doing some research. Playing around. You can kind of see where I'm going. Yeah, it literally is the exact one. So there are a lot of new releases coming straight out of Alibaba with images. Now, that's just fine. It's no big deal. It does show you that, you know, once you get going, you can actually get started relatively fast. And people in our training kind of know that. That's what they're figuring out as they go along. But what we obviously want to look at is quality of product and quality of vendor. Some of these potential images look a lot like the one on the listings, which is cool. $59 to $70 in price point. We need to be at 74. So in terms of negotiations, we're not, you know, far off from that. But see, the biggest difference, you know, you're not going to find here is that literally this one and the other ones that have literally been photoshopped into the market at 214 bucks are not really going to share a huge point of difference, okay, with the others. So let's look at this one real quick. It looks like another, yeah, same seller, slightly different version of another product, photoshopped, totally photoshopped. I mean, come on, people are smart enough to figure this out nowadays. You don't have to be terribly buyer savvy to realize that these aren't serious product images, which does create a situation of trust. Yeah. I'm going to guess that if I were to basically take that image, click on it, and then go to Alibaba and it'll do an image search. You can see, yeah, that's almost the exact same image as the one we were looking at earlier. So they literally just took the images right off of Alibaba. Don't really recommend that, guys. I mean, if you're going to get going quickly, if you're going to white label these from the manufacturer and just get going and determine if you want to price check it or if you want to, you know, value check it in the market before you start selling it, that's one way to do that. But don't stay there. I mean, that's just a pro tip. Don't stay there. Don't keep it there. Go beyond it. These folks didn't do that, and so that's your opportunity, right? But I will give it credit to the person who's doing this because they're at least taking some action. There's some massive action being taken, and there's money already being made. They don't have to move a ton of units, all right, at $106 to make some good money. They got to move 100 units a month, right, to make some good money, and you guys can do that. And they're ranked at 73,000, so they're just getting started with this. Be something to watch. So playpens, dog playpens, just to give you an idea. Again, those who might be going, oh, there's fees, there's costs, you know, those have to be factored in, of course. And you're going to want to do that, obviously, by getting the net payout calculator. You're going to want to get the fulfillments and costs and fees, which aren't currently showing up for that particular listing. You're going to want to make sure you go backwards and find those fees. So we're going to make sure we determine the fees and profit, obviously, so we can get an accurate measure. Even if fees and profits are putting us at $50 in profit, that's not bad. This is 106, so after fees, we're going to be around $50 to $60 in profit on a $74 cost of goods. So we got to get our cost of goods within line. Minimum one piece for, you know, this one right here is the one we're looking at. $30 to $50. All right, one piece, negotiable black. You can see they've got, you know, some of the decent product images. Crate sizes and other photoshopped images. Nice. And this is a 6-year-old seller with 93% response rate. Okay, cool. So, you know, we can see we found some products, we found some opportunities. You were looking for playpens. There's some types of playpens. Those are a little heavy duty, which isn't so bad. But we were looking through the next set of playpens. Obviously, we were looking at these. Just because they're at the top of new releases, again, does not mean they're making any money. It just means that they're getting started. So let's go over to the wish for real quick. Because technically we found product with profit already. Just looking at the gauges of income, we can see there's product with profit, especially on the new side. We looked at these over here, and we can see that some additional sellers, this is an individual seller here, $66 in profit, you know, a larger foldable, you know, but they are at 6,900. So a lot of these are going to be, you know, kind of a hyper competition situation already. For those of you just getting started, although we don't recognize a lot of these when they're already at sub 10,000, It's going to be a little bit harder for you to gain some traction on brands like this. I don't know any of these except for Amazon Basics. You know, you can still gain traction. It's going to be a little bit of an uphill, but still doable and really cool product, actually. And, you know, size, again, doesn't matter when profit is there. It's not that you need to move 1,000 units of these a month. You can if you want, but it's about how much profit you're taking. Because, look, I mean, this guy's moving 1,020 of these at $7 in profit. If you were moving 1,000 of those in $20 in profit, that would be a fun business. You'd be making a lot more money. If you were somewhere down on this side, that's Amazon Basics, so we're going to skip them. This particular playpen, you know, they're moving $194 a month at $63. Now they're getting, you know, some decent profit, $12,000 a month in profit. Who wouldn't want $12,000 a month in profit? You would be dumb to turn that down. And again, it's a third-party seller. They even took the little doggy emoji. That's really cute. Let's see what they got here. Total photoshopped images. Even that dog looks pathetically not real. I mean, come on. You can see that they didn't even cut around the edges of the dog, right? Guys, the point is it's in perfect action. The point is they're making money. So the point is don't get your analysis paralysis caught up. I mean, we're doing product research here, but I'm also talking about the business. Don't get caught up in analysis paralysis. There is money to be made here. There's money to be made on products when the cost of goods can be sourced. This one's $44.76. $63 in profit. You know, even if it was $30 in profit, you'd be making $60 to $200 a month in profit just to get that out of the gate, literally out of the gate. See what I did there? Out of the gate with the gate, and all those little Photoshop dogs are so nice. It's just getting it in there and getting it going, right? Which is really cool. They've even got, you know, Zinni, the playpen, indoor use. It's not a bad listing. It's not bad. I mean, they've got it ranked. They got it moving. They're 27 in dog pen. And they're getting some decent reviews. They got some pictures. You know, they've been in the market. They're getting it going. They've been selling it for a year, more than a year, which is cool. So they're in the market. Good product, but was used. Well, that's a problem. Somebody else must be on this listing or have sold that product because it's supposed to be brand new. But I almost guarantee you we could probably find that product if we just came over and got it over here. Yep. There she is. $44 to $43 a piece. What did we need to be at? We needed to be at $44. So there you go. There's a product right there, $127.89 you can compete with. Don't care if they have 188 reviews. There's a better listing, better opportunity. They are in playpens within dogs and gates. That might be the correct node, but we'd have to do some node research. But otherwise, they're at 7,200 or 7,082 below sub 10. So what you'd want to do is look for some product opportunities and differences for this. But as you can see, we found a profitable product in a niche for playpens for puppies. So there you go. Or cats. Apparently you can put cats in there. I don't know any cat that would stay in there unless you put a roof on top. You'd have to put a roof on top to hold a cat in that. There's no cat that would stay in there. So interesting. They don't really have that optimized very well. But guys, there you go. We found puppy pins for $40. We found almost the exact same ones on the images. In fact, it looks like they even took some of the images and photoshopped them. They got the panels. That's a 2-year-old seller with that one. There's a 6-year seller with this one. So, yeah. The beauty of it is they kind of took in perfect action. They got the images up there. They're not even great quality images. You could obviously create some better images and bring a higher affinity to this product brand line and get bigger, right? Okay, so there's some questions, some things going on. Let's see what's going on. It's heavy. Yeah, it's a little bit heavy, but that doesn't necessarily matter per se. Again, when it's profit, it's not about how heavy the product is. It's whether or not at the end of the day it's profitable and how many you could move in a month. If you're getting $100 in profit, but you're only moving 50 products, maybe you're happy with that. Maybe you're going to move 100 of those for $100. I mean, you don't have to move thousands of these kinds of products in order to make good income, right? I mean, this one right here, $399 or $309.99. This one's selling pretty decent, $28,000 in estimated profit. They've got, look, that actually looks like a real image. That actually looks like a real image too. So they got some higher quality images, better listing, better value proposition, a couple of differences, charging $309 for it. They actually... Boy, that's tough. That's really good Photoshop. I thought it was real. That's really good Photoshop. I think the one at the top is actually real. Yeah. That one down below, no. I think it might be real, but the dog's not. Anyways, it's not wrong to do the Photoshop. Just make it a little bit more realistic. Or if you're going to take the effort and time, get one and take some pictures. All right, so we are kind of up with time. That's about as long as I want to take. It's about 20 minutes. I just wanted you guys to see, think, listen, find, research. All right, if you need help finding products and you want to use something like ASIN Inspector Pro, go to asinInspectorPro.com, grab a copy. It rides up here. You can quickly look at all kinds of products and data. There's all kinds of features to go through. I won't bother you with them all right now. To really help you break down products, profitability, and finding great products. So the question down here was, did you say Amazon Basics is easy to beat? Really the way to promote themselves? You know, you can go up against Amazon Basics in the category as long as they're not the primary winner in the category. And it doesn't necessarily mean they get the brand affinity. It means that they're just selling cheap stuff. And cheap stuff is not always a value proposition, just so we're clear. It's kind of like secondary stores that are outpacing Walmart. You know, Walmart has its place for certain people, but then you can go to secondary shopping stores well, now Whole Foods is also Amazon, but you can go to other types of stores where you can get product similar to the way you can get it at Walmart, consider Target and others. You know, you can get different brands and affinity. But we don't want you necessarily, I wouldn't recommend you necessarily go head to head with Amazon Basics, but you can compete with them in the market if you do a good job. And those was one of the things we teach over at ASIN360.com is really how to go and compete with anybody in the market and absolutely destroy them. We find more products, more profitability, more ideas. We do it easier and quicker at ASIN360.com. So guys, appreciate that you came on today. Hopefully it was fun. We didn't get any like craziness going on today. But we had some interesting product finds, I think, for the day. We definitely found profitable products. This is a profitable niche. The question is, can it be profitable for you when you move some products out? And there's definitely some opportunity. There are some sellers who are doing this right now very imperfectly. I didn't analyze all the listings as you saw because I don't want to spend the time doing that on these kinds of calls. But there is definitely opportunity to outperform the competition. And I can tell you one of the quick little golden nuggets is I didn't see those guys really advertising very well for those products, and there's a huge opportunity for the advertising side that's being missed by these sellers. They probably just don't know or aren't taking good advantage of it, and that is your opportunity. So get out there, source something today, have a lot of fun. Thanks for joining the call. I will see you again next week, 3 p.m. Eastern. Like, subscribe, share this. Come on, bring your ideas, engage, and hopefully we'll learn something good like we do every week. We'll find profitable products, and we'll do it very quickly, faster, cheaper, and easier with ASIN Inspector. Grab your copy at asininspector.com. Join the free training at the freeamztraining.group if you want to learn more in the 4 steps of building a 10x Amazon business with FBA and private label brands. Or just don't do anything, and I'll catch you later, and maybe we'll learn some more again in another week. Have a great rest of your time. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all again next week. Take care. Peace.